Hi everyone, Mark from Maframi Music. Welcome back to our series called In the Studio, where I take and introduce my original songs to you through the course of 2 videos. The first one being an introduction to the song. I'll tell you a little bit about how I wrote it, what it's about. I'll play it for you here on the acoustic guitar, just a few chords, me singing it and playing it, basically just how I wrote it. And then in video number 2, I'll take it into my home studio, add some bass and drums, guitar, and some other vocals to it, and get it into a demo version of the song, basically kind of how I hear the song in my head. For those of you that don't know me, I'm not really a solo performer. I'm a bass player. That's what I've done most of my life. That's been my musical experience, playing in bands. I actually played drums even before the bass. That was when I was really young, but most of my experience has been playing the bass in a band. So being a solo performer isn't really my cup of tea, and I don't really hear my music, just me singing and playing it. And so that's why I like to make a demo version of it with some other instrumentations. I don't have a band right now, and that's why I'm doing it this way, but there will be another band in the future, I'm sure. So here we go. Let's get started on this next song. This song is called The Hardest Thing I've Ever Done. The story behind this song is that I wrote this song in Arizona, and it's about the experience of going out and playing open mics, which is basically where you walk into a place, usually on a kind of an off night, and you can sign up on a list, and then when your turn comes, they call you and you can get up and you can play a couple of your songs. It's usually acoustic solo versions of it. Again, I was out in Arizona and I started writing songs, so I bought myself an acoustic guitar. I'd never played the guitar before, so that was a new experience. So I was on top of getting up and playing by myself in front of people, I was also playing an instrument that I wasn't really comfortable with. So I knew the whole experience was going to be not comfortable, and it doesn't really fit my personality or anything, but I figured I was writing these songs and I wanted to kind of show them to people, so I figured I'd give it a try. Needless to say, it was the hardest thing I'd ever done, and that's why I wrote this song, because anyways, you get the idea. I wrote this after I did one of these open mics. I went home and wrote this song about the experience. So here it is. Enough said. The hardest thing I've ever done is to sing this song for you. You see, I just don't feel that strong. I've always been a watcher, and now you're watching me. And I can't hide a piece, so what you get is what you see. Oh yeah. Can't really play this guitar, and I'm not what you call a singer, but these songs won't let me hide them in my room. So here it is, and all I have comes from my heart. And if you can be patient, well, I think it'll only get better. Oh yeah. I will face my fears in front of you. You can watch and listen if you want to. I will not be offended if you walk away. These are the things I have to say. show you. I must be crazy, I must be nuts, to stand up here naked and try not to care what you think that much. But I do, yeah, I do care, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done. So I pack up my guitar and I head out into the lonely night. I can't feel nothing, but I think it'll be alright. Then I start to sing my songs, and I wake up and I remember that I am not alone out here, and the music can help me feel better. I will face my fears in front of you. You can watch and listen if you want to. I will not be offended if you walk away. These are the things I have to say. I think it'll only get better every day. I wonder if you could tell me if you ever felt the same way. 'Cause it's the hardest thing I've ever done. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. There you go, the hardest thing I've ever done, about getting up and singing a song in front of people. As usual, I'm going to put the link to the song details below the video here, where you can go over. I'll have the lyrics posted, and then there'll be an acoustic version of the song like I just did, so you can check out the lyrics, hear the song again in its original form, and then stay tuned for video number 2. We'll take it in the studio, add some instruments to it, the way I get it to the way I like to hear it, and that'll be our next song. Just a quick note on the first song we did. I went into a little more detail with the studio. I broke it down into different parts for those of you, because it was the first one, and for those of you that might be interested in a little more detail about the recording process. I think what I'm going to do from now on here is try to shorten that up and get it all into one video. I realize time's an important factor for everyone, and I do want you to hear the songs in their finished form, so I'll try to speed up that second video, run it through all the instruments, and get it to the final version a little bit quicker. I think that's what we'll try this time, and we'll see. You know, every song will be different. As usual, thanks for your support, everyone. I really do appreciate it. It's my pleasure to take these songs and introduce them to you, and I appreciate your support, and thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. I will face my fears in front of you. You can watch and listen if you want to. I will not be offended if you walk away. These are the things I have to say, and it's the hardest thing